Let yourself fall into the dream, nothing else is urgent. You might doubt, you might think that nothing can truly calm your mind, that perhaps it's too late to find the peace you seek. But I need to tell you something essential. This moment is different. These words are not empty discourse, not just loose sounds that disappear into the air. They carry the deep intention to ease the weight you carry, to slowly dissolve the anxiety that suffocates, to untie the invisible knots that life has bound in your body and soul. By allowing yourself to dive into this flow of words, something begins to change, and no effort is required. The simple act of listening can open internal pathways that were closed, which is why this content provides a relaxing effect, relieves stress, anxiety, and even symptoms of depression. The body regenerates when the mind rests. The soul finds healing when the voice echoing within you finally quiets. First, subscribe to the channel and tell me where you're listening from. Now you need to allow yourself to set the phone aside and focus on you. This moment is yours and yours alone. There's no rush, no demands. The night has arrived to give you a gift of silence and rest. Close your eyes if you wish, or simply soften your gaze in the darkness of the room. Feel the weight of your body where it is, the firmness of the bed or chair, the support the world offers without asking for anything in return. The simple contact of skin with fabric is enough to remind you that you are safe. No threat, no urgency, just this moment stretching before you like a slow, deep river. Imagine for an instant that your breathing is like this river. Each inhalation brings fresh, gentle waters that glide inside you, washing heavy memories, clearing turbid thoughts. Each exhalation carries away what no longer needs to remain. Recurring worries without solutions, old fears, expectations that don't belong to you. Gradually, this flow finds its natural rhythm, unhurried, uncontrolled, simply being. And as you breathe, notice there is a silence hidden between each sound. There is a secret pause between each word. It is in this space that calm settles, like a seed that germinates slowly without the need to force it. Tranquility doesn't need to be wrested away. It blossoms when you open yourself to receive it. Perhaps you feel your mind still racing as if thoughts don't want to be silenced. That's okay. They are like birds in flight. You don't need to catch them or fight against them. Just observe. Let them cross the sky of your consciousness and disappear on the horizon. Gradually, the sky clears and the night shows its silent stars. There is a secret power in allowing yourself to stop. Modern life teaches that you must run, produce, deliver results, always be in motion. But the soul asks for pause. The body asks for rest. And now you begin to answer this call. By listening to each phrase, each pause, you approach yourself, the purest part that has always been within you, just sleeping. Sleep is not an enemy to be conquered. It is an old friend waiting patiently for you to invite it in. And this invitation begins when you release your shoulders, when you allow the weight of your head to be supported by the surface where you rest. Realize there is nothing more urgent than simply being here. Let yourself fall into the dream. Nothing else is urgent. Imagine now that you walk through an open field, covered by soft grass, illuminated only by the gentle light of the moon. The air is fresh but not cold. There is a quietude so deep that even the distant sound of wind seems like a whisper of affection. You move effortlessly as if your feet barely touch the ground. Each step is relief, as if each part of the body remembers it can be light. In the distance there is a lake. The water's surface reflects the starry sky like a mirror. You approach, sit at the edge, and observe. Time doesn't exist here. There is no past or future, only the eternity of this moment. The heart slows down, the mind silences, the entire body surrenders to the beauty of simply being. And in this silence, you realize you are not alone. There is something greater, invisible, that envelopes you with tenderness. It can be called life, universe, love. The name doesn't matter. What matters is feeling that you are embraced, that nothing bad can reach you, that there is a force that holds you gently while you rest. Now, as you surrender to this sensation, notice how sleep begins to approach. It comes like a calm tide, rising slowly, enveloping the ankles, knees, torso. A liquid embrace that covers the entire body, bringing warmth and security. You don't need to resist. Just allow yourself. Soon each muscle relaxes. The face softens, the eyes grow heavy. Breathing becomes so slow it almost blends with silence. And without any effort, you feel ready to sleep deeply, letting this moment heal, regenerate, and strengthen. Perhaps you still notice the mind insisting on speaking, as if there were something unfinished, a forgotten duty, a worry that won't be silenced. But here this night you can learn something different. It's not necessary to solve everything to rest. Rest doesn't require life to be perfect. It just asks for space, asks for your permission. When you grant yourself the right to stop, answers come clearer, strength is reborn, balance returns. Let the words echoing now be like gentle waves touching the sand. They don't force, don't invade, they just arrive, refresh, and then recede. Thus, each phrase is a tide that washes your mind, leaving it clean, calm, clear as the sky after rain. There is a secret few know. The body hears every thought. When the mind screams, the body hardens. When the mind calms, the body flourishes. And now you offer your mind a new tone, a tone of tenderness, rest, embrace. With each pause, each breath, your cells receive this signal and begin working silently for your healing. Imagine for an instant that inside you exists a hidden garden. It was forgotten, suffocated by the rush of daily life, by endless obligations, by internal demands. But it never ceased to exist. The flowers were just waiting for the right moment to grow again. Now, as you allow yourself to be guided by this voice, you can hear the sound of the earth breathing. You can smell the petals opening. This garden is your soul, and it blooms in silence. In this sacred space, you find a simple, welcoming wooden bench. Upon sitting, you realize there are no noises, only the gentle song of a distant stream. The mind, once turbulent, quiets like a tired child who finally falls asleep in the lap of someone trusted. This is the moment when you understand. You don't need to fight against thoughts, just let them rest too. Sleep, so longed for, begins to approach like a gentle visitor. It doesn't knock at the door, doesn't demand entry. It just sits beside you, awaiting the moment when you decide to surrender. It is patient, faithful, generous. When it arrives, it brings healing, relief, renewal. Let sleep enter you like fine rain touching dry earth. Gradually, each drop finds its place, each muscle receives its share of rest. The entire body is grateful. The feet relax as if releasing the weight of long journeys. The legs surrender, light as branches in the wind. The torso settles, breathing finds a serene rhythm. The shoulders, which carried so much, now yield. The face dissolves in peace, and the eyes, heavy, close naturally. like flowers that gather their petals at nightfall. There's no rush to fall asleep. Sleep is not a finish line. It's a gentle path you travel without noticing. The more you allow yourself, the closer it comes. And when you least expect it, you'll already be immersed in a world of dreams. Before crossing this frontier, let me tell you a truth that can change your night. The calm you seek is not outside, it's inside. No external sound, no distant gesture can give you what already pulses in your heart. What I do now is just remind you of what you already possess. You were born with this capacity to rest, to remake yourself, to be reborn each morning. And so, by hearing each word, you keep remembering. You remember what is simple, what is true, what is essential. You remember that you can trust, that you can let go, that you can surrender. Imagine yourself now lying in a gentle hammock, suspended between two ancient trees. The wind moves the hammock slowly, cradling your body like an invisible lap. The sound of leaves is a whisper of eternity, and each sway takes you deeper towards sleep. You realize that nothing else matters, that everything can wait, that the world outside is paused while you care for yourself. The night is your companion. It envelopes you with its serene darkness, but there's no fear here. Only the warmth of being protected by the stars, by the moon, by the silent immensity. You belong to this scenery, and it belongs to you. Soon all that remains is gentleness. The heart pulses at a slow rhythm. The lungs breathe like someone singing a lullaby. And the mind finally bows before calm, surrendering to the mystery of sleep. Let yourself fall into the dream. Nothing else is urgent. You might wonder if it's really possible to change the state of mind just with words, just by surrendering to a narration. The answer is simple: yes. For the mind is like a river that follows the course of what repeats within it. If the river always hears the noise of haste, it becomes agitated in violent rapids. But when it hears the serene song of gentle waters, it finds a smooth, tranquil, deep path. This is what happens now. Each phrase that reaches you is not a command, but an invitation. An invitation to release the weight of the day, release tomorrow's demands, release even the habit of thinking too much. The invitation is simple: be. Just be in this instant, without roles to fulfill, without masks to wear. Just you, pure and whole, before the night that offers you rest. Allow yourself to feel breathing as an anchor. Each time air enters, you connect with the life that pulses silently within you. Each time air leaves, you release tensions, worries, old pains. This cycle is natural, eternal, the gift your body gives you in every second of your existence. And when you focus on this rhythm, you realize nothing is lacking. The air is here, the body is here, peace is already here. Now imagine yourself walking along a road surrounded by tall trees. They raise their trunks like ancient guardians, silent witnesses of many generations. With each step you take, dry leaves break softly under your feet, producing a sound that mixes with the wind. This road doesn't lead anywhere in common time. It leads inside you to the center of your essence. In the middle of this road, you find a clearing. Moonlight illuminates the open space, revealing a small fire burning. The fire is not strong or threatening. It's mild and welcoming. You approach and feel the warmth touching your skin, remembering that even in the cold night there is always a core of warmth within you. As you sit before this flame, you realize it doesn't burn but purifies. Each spark that rises to the sky carries with it a worry, a weight, a pain you no longer need to carry. And little by little, the clearing becomes a sacred place. The heart opens, the mind surrenders, the body gives thanks. You understand that this moment is a silent ritual of reconciliation with yourself. There are no judgments, no criticisms, only acceptance. You are enough. You always have been. Perhaps a gentle emotion emerges now, like a discreet tear that falls without you forcing it. This too is healing. Sometimes the body cries not from pain, but from relief, from finally being able to rest. Allow this emotion to exist. It is part of the process. As you contemplate the flame, something changes within you. The fire transforms into light that fills the interior space. The darkness of the mind dissipates, revealing there was never emptiness, only silence awaiting your attention. This silence is not absence, it is fullness. It doesn't oppress, it liberates. Then you close your eyes and realize the fire continues burning within you. The flame is now internal, a secret sun that warms each cell, each thought, each memory. You feel protected, whole, alive. And when you open your eyes again, the clearing has disappeared. You are lying under the night sky, surrounded by stars. They twinkle like kind eyes observing your rest. The entire universe seems to watch over your sleep, ensuring no harm approaches, that no shadow disturbs you. Gradually, breathing becomes so slow it merges with the rhythm of the night. The heart beats like a distant drum, marking the time of a dream that is already beginning to be born. And in this rhythm, you feel your body sink even deeper into the support that sustains you, whether bed, sofa, or armchair. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you are being held by life itself. Let yourself fall into the dream. Nothing else is urgent. And in this gentle falling, the image of a golden wheat field emerges. The wind passes and the ears of grain dance in waves, as if the earth breathes together with you. You walk among the grains that move slowly, and the sensation is that the entire world was made to calm you. Each step is embraced by the soft earth. Each breeze carries away a worry. Here there is no past or future, only the eternal present of a serene afternoon that never ends. You lie on the grass and smell the living earth. The sky above becomes a painting in motion, clouds sliding like gentle brushstrokes. And the body, surrendered, understands there is nothing to do but be part of this painting. Sleep is inevitable here. It comes like a friendly shadow that covers everything with calm. It doesn't pressure, doesn't demand, just envelopes. And you, ready to receive it, surrender without resistance. If there is still something in you that resists, that insists on keeping your eyes open or your mind awake, know there is no problem. Sleep doesn't need to be forced. It is not a prison that obliges you to close the doors of consciousness, but rather a gentle invitation you can accept when you're ready. The simple act of listening is enough. With each word, you approach closer to the border between wakefulness and dream. And this border is not a barrier, it's a bridge. And crossing this bridge, there is an entire world waiting for you. It's not the world of obligations, urgencies, running clocks. It's the world of symbols, images, memories transformed into landscapes. The world of dreams where everything is possible and nothing threatens you. Imagine you cross this bridge now. It's made of old, solid wood, illuminated by the soft light of hanging lanterns. Each step you take upon it echoes gently, like a farewell song from waking consciousness. The air is fresh but welcoming, and there's a sensation that someone cares for every detail of the path. At the end of the bridge, there's an open gate, and beyond it, an infinite field of serenity. You enter without fear, knowing you are safe there. In this field, silence is so deep it seems to speak. It says you can rest. It says you can let go. It says there is nothing more urgent than the sleep that comes. Feel then the entire body heavier. The head finds support, arms settle, legs yield. It's as if gravity were an embrace, gently pulling you toward the earth's center, reminding you that you are rooted, that you are sustained. This weight doesn't disturb. On the contrary, it brings security, brings belonging, brings peace. And the mind finally understands. It understands it can stop running, that it can surrender to darkness without fear. Darkness here is not absence, but presence. It's a blanket of silence that protects, embraces, cradles. Now you feel you're not alone. There are subtle presences around you, invisible but real. They have no form, no face, but they exude tenderness. They are like guardians of sleep, angels of rest, silent voices that whisper to your heart, "Sleep in peace, all is well, you are safe." And hearing these soundless voices, you surrender. The body no longer responds, the mind no longer resists. There is only surrender, and in this surrender there is liberation. Let yourself fall into the dream. Nothing else is urgent. The night embraces you like a deep sea, and you let yourself float. There's no effort, no control. Only the gentleness of being carried by invisible currents of rest. Time dissolves, space disappears. Only silence exists, darkness, the slow rhythm of breathing. Perhaps images already emerge, like flashes of dream beginning to be born. Perhaps they are colors, perhaps distorted memories, perhaps invented landscapes. All this is part of the transition. Don't fight, don't try to understand. Just accept them like petals falling upon you. And in this state, you realize you no longer need to hear all the words. They can continue as background, like a distant song. Your mind can disconnect from them and go where it needs. Deep, reparative, regenerative sleep. Let yourself sink. Let yourself dissolve. Let yourself heal. And know, when you wake, you will be renewed. The body lighter, the mind clearer, the heart more serene. But now none of this matters. Tomorrow doesn't exist, yesterday has passed. What exists is this eternal instant where all is well, where all is peace. Sleep, rest, heal yourself. Let yourself fall into the dream. Nothing else is urgent. There is a simple truth we often forget. The body knows how to heal itself, and the mind knows how to find silence. What we lack most of the time is just space. Space to allow this to happen. Now, as you surrender to this experience, you are opening this space. And in this opening, something begins to flourish. No effort is needed. Healing doesn't require force, only surrender. Just as night comes without you needing to call it, calm also comes when you allow yourself to receive it. You just need to stop, listen, breathe. The rest happens by itself because it's already within you. Remember that every cell in your body has memory. They carry stories, pains, joys. But they also carry the infinite capacity to renew themselves. During sleep, this process intensifies. Tissues restore, energies reorganize, the mind finds new pathways. That's why this moment is not a waste of time. It's an investment in life. Now imagine you are before a tranquil river. Its waters flow slowly, reflecting the moonlight. You approach and touch the surface with your fingers. clearing away excess tension. This river is not outside you, it is within. It is the gentle current that carries away everything that no longer serves, while bringing back the clarity that was sleeping. You follow the river's course until you find a small boat. It's simple, made of clear but firm wood. You enter it without fear. The river conducts gently. There are no oars, no hurry, just natural flow. You lie in the bottom of the boat and observe the sky above. Infinite stars twinkle like points of hope. Each one tells you there is something greater caring for you. As the boat floats, you feel your eyes grow heavy. The gentle movement of water cradles like a cradle. The heart follows this rhythm, beating slower and slower. The mind, surrendered, begins to release disconnected images that already announce the beginning of dreams. This scenario is a reflection of your own capacity to let go. The river doesn't ask you to fight against the current. It asks you to trust. Life sometimes is like this too. What hurts us most is not the current itself, but the resistance to accepting the flow. Now you learn the art of trusting. Let yourself be carried. The river knows the way. And as you allow yourself to be conducted, notice how the body becomes lighter. Hands, which before might have been tense, relax. Feet, which carried so much, now rest. The chest opens to natural breathing without effort. Everything in you learns to rest. The boat continues, and soon you arrive at a shore illuminated by fireflies. They dance in the air like small living lanterns. The spectacle is silent but deeply touching. Each little light that shines before you represents a good memory, a moment of peace that perhaps was forgotten. They come to remind you that life is not just weight. It's also made of moments of tenderness. You smile inside, and this smile is like a balm. It relaxes the face even more, dissolves any rigidity. The mind, touched by the memory of these moments, surrenders completely. Lie down now in the bottom of the imaginary boat. Feel that the world can continue spinning outside, but here inside time has stopped. There are no urgencies. There are no clocks. Only silence, water, sky, and the gentle weight of eyelids closing. Let yourself fall into the dream. Nothing else is urgent. And if by chance there is still a remnant of wakefulness in you, use it to give thanks. Thank the body that sustains you, the mind that learned to rest, life that gave you another night of opportunity. Gratitude opens secret doors in the soul. It softens the heart and makes sleep come even deeper. Now there is nothing to do but surrender. The boat continues, silent, conducting you to the infinity of rest. And the river, patient, takes you where you need to go, to the center of sleep, where everything regenerates, where everything begins again. You must have already noticed that gradually the body responds, not because you force it, but because the body's nature is to rest when the mind allows. It's like a tree that, when the storm passes, finds calm to flourish. Now the day's storm dissipates, and your essence finds space to open. Imagine for an instant that you walk in a pine forest. The air is fresh, and the scent of resin brings memories of purity. Each step is silent, welcomed by the ground covered with dry needles. There's something ancestral in this environment, as if each tree were a guardian of silence. Upon breathing in, you feel as if the breath were filtered by nature itself, becoming lighter, clearer, cleaner. You stop before a smooth stone, warmed by the sun that still leaves traces on the horizon. As you sit upon it, You realize how the body finds natural support, as if it had always belonged to this place. The wind blows gently, and with it comes the sensation that each loose thought is being carried far away. And in this instant, consciousness arises that everything essential remains. There's no need to control anything. The mind, once noisy, begins to quiet, accepting that it can exist only in the now. The heart follows, beating in a compassionate, serene rhythm, as if it were part of the forest's melody. You close your eyes and perceive a gentle warmth coursing through the body. It's not the sun's heat, it's the heat of being at peace. This warmth spreads slowly from feet to head, dissolving any rigidity. It's as if each cell received the message that it can rest, that it can trust, that it is safe. And in this state, sleep approaches again, not as an intruder, but as a friend returning. It's not in a hurry, it just sits beside you, waiting for the moment when you surrender. You realize there are no more reasons to delay. The body wants it, the mind wants it, the soul asks for it. So let yourself go. Imagine now that you find a hidden lake among the trees. The water's surface is so calm it seems like a mirror. You kneel before it and see your own reflection. But something is different. The reflected face doesn't carry tensions, doesn't carry marks of fatigue. The reflection shows you in your lightest, purest, most serene form. Upon seeing this image, you understand this is what's happening within you. Gradually, you're returning to your truest form, calm, rested, at peace. You extend your hand and touch the surface. Circular waves spread across the lake, dissolving the image. But the sensation of lightness remains. And this lightness accompanies you as you lie down again, whether in the place where you're listening or in the landscape your mind created. Now breathe deeply. Feel the air entering and leaving like a slow melody. Each inhalation is an invitation to life. Each exhalation is relief, liberation. In this rhythm, you connect with something greater, nature's own cycle. Everything breathes. The sea breathes with its tides, the earth breathes with its seasons, the body breathes with its days. And in this moment, you harmonize with this eternal cycle. Sleep is not absence, it's continuity. It's part of this cycle. By sleeping, you don't cease to exist. You merge with life's essence, allowing it to care for you while you rest. It's as if you handed the keys of your consciousness to something greater, which guards it tenderly until time to awaken. Feel this trust. Feel that you can surrender without fear. The world doesn't need you awake now. The world needs you restored, whole, renewed. And this only happens when you allow yourself to rest. Let yourself fall into the dream. Nothing else is urgent. And as you surrender, visualize an open field where thousands of flowers bloom under the moon's gentle light. Each flower that opens is a symbol of a thought that finally finds peace. The entire field fills with perfume, and this perfume reaches you like an invisible balm. It intoxicates the senses, softens the heart, dissolves the last remnants of resistance. You lie among these flowers. They are soft as a bed prepared just for you. Perfume envelopes the body, breeze caresses the skin, and absolute silence settles within you. Sleep is already here. There's nothing more to do, nothing more to think. Just be, just rest, just sleep. Sometimes what keeps the mind awake is not the world's noise, but the habit of carrying too much. It's like a backpack full of stones you forgot to take off your back. But now this night you can release this backpack. There's no need to take it to dreams. Everything you Imagine you walk in an open field, and on the horizon there's an ancient tree. Its branches extend wide, offering shade and shelter. Upon getting close, you realize there's an empty space beneath it, as if made especially for you to rest. Then you lie on the soft grass and feel your body embraced by the ground. The wind moves the tree's leaves, creating gentle music that cradles silence. In this place, there's no past or future, only the present that extends like an infinite carpet. The heart slows, breathing finds the right rhythm, and the eyes, even closed, seem to smile. The mind finally allows itself to stop, like a river reaching the sea. You begin to realize that sleep is not just physical rest. It's also a dive into mystery, a return to the source. It's when the soul reconnects with what is greater than itself. And by allowing yourself to dive, you access this mystery. Let images arise without effort. Perhaps you see a night sky full of constellations. Perhaps you see distant mountains covered by snow. Perhaps you see only colors and shapes that dissolve in darkness. Whatever image arises is just an invitation. You don't need to grasp them. Just observe like someone watching clouds pass in the sky. Now imagine you're lying on a carpet of stars. They twinkle below you as if the universe had turned inside out. There's no fear in this place, only fascination. You float light as if you were part of the cosmos itself. And the more you float, the more you feel sleep is inevitable, like a gravity that pulls your consciousness to deep repose. Sleep's gravity doesn't oppress, doesn't weigh. It embraces. It's like the hug of someone you love and trust. A hug that demands nothing, only offers warmth and security. Let yourself fall into the dream. Nothing else is urgent. As you surrender, notice how the entire body gives thanks. The chest relaxes as if it had carried a weight and could finally release it. The stomach calms as if finding peace after days of tension. Hands, which so often held the world, now open, empty, and free. Feet rest, ready for new paths, but without any hurry to walk. This state is healing, and healing happens without effort. You don't need to do anything but be here. Sleep is a gift life offers, and now you receive it. If any insistent thought still remains, imagine it as a loose leaf in the wind. It comes, hovers for an instant, and then is carried away. No thought remains, all dissolve on the night's horizon. And thus, the mind finds space for silence, the body finds space for rest, and the soul finds space to dream. Visualize now a silent temple built of clear stone atop a hill. You climb the steps slowly, unhurried. Upon entering, you find only silence. There are no images, no symbols, only welcoming emptiness. In this emptiness, you realize you are whole. You need nothing more. The temple is you, and you are the temple. And there, seated in the center of this sacred space, you close your eyes. Silence envelopes you like a gentle blanket. Sleep comes like an answered prayer, like a discreet miracle that was always available. Sleep, rest, heal yourself. Now, at this point in the journey, you already realize that sleep doesn't need to be sought like someone chasing something distant. It's here around you, waiting only for you to allow yourself. The body already understood, the mind already comprehends, and the soul asks only to repose. Imagine yourself walking on a deserted beach. The sand is soft, the sea water touches your feet delicately, and the horizon dissolves in gentle tones of blue and silver. Each wave that arrives is a breath of calm, Each wave that recedes takes with it worries, tensions, anxieties. The constant sound of the sea is like an ancient song, repeated for millions of years, always the same, always perfect for cradling silence. You lie on the sand looking at the sky. Clouds move slowly, shaping forms you recognize and then forget. It doesn't matter what they are. What matters is that time is not in a hurry. And in this not being in a hurry, you learn again what it is to rest. The sea breeze covers the body, fresh and gentle, penetrates the lungs, carrying pure oxygen to each cell. Upon exhaling, you feel as if you were giving to the wind everything you no longer need to carry. The sea teaches the eternal cycle, to receive and release, to inspire and expire, to be born and rest. Let yourself fall into the dream. Nothing else is urgent. And as you surrender, realize that sleep is not only closure, but also opening. When you sleep, secret doors open. Doors to dream worlds, to hidden memories, to deep healings that cannot happen in wakefulness. Each door that opens is an opportunity for renewal. Now imagine you're crossing one of these doors. It's made of clear wood with delicate carvings, and upon touching it you feel warmth. Upon opening, you find a garden illuminated by a golden moon. Flowers shine as if made of light, and each one exhales a different perfume. Tranquility, courage, love, peace. You walk among them and realize each breath takes one of these qualities inside you. This garden is yours. It has always existed within your soul. What you do now is just remember. You find a stone bench in the garden's center and sit. Silence is so deep it seems to have its own sound. It's the sound of rest. It's the sound of life and balance. You close your eyes and let this sound envelop the entire body, dissolving the last remnants of wakefulness. Now there are no more barriers. Sleep comes like a light veil covering everything. You surrender. You give yourself over. You disappear in the best sense of the word. Fatigue disappears, tension disappears, haste disappears. What remains is only you in your purest form. Calm, serene, whole. Sleep. Let yourself be cradled by the night. Dawn embraces you like a mother embraces a tired child. And while you sleep, know you are being cared for. The body regenerates, the mind reorganizes, the heart finds peace. Nothing else is urgent. Only rest. Only sleep. Only dream. You've already noticed there are moments when the mind seems tireless, always running, always looking for something that perhaps doesn't even exist. This night, however, is different. Here you have permission to stop, permission to let each worry dissolve, each tension calm. The body, mind, and soul receive the message. Now is time for rest. Imagine yourself lying in a valley surrounded by gentle mountains. The air is clean, the sky is deep, and moonlight pours like a silver blanket over everything. Each breath you take is a gesture of healing. Each exhalation is surrender. There's no hurry, no demand. Only you in this eternal instant. Before diving deeper, allow yourself to recognize something important. You deserve this rest. However much the world insists on saying you need to produce, solve, hurry, the truth is simple. Your essence deserves to be cared for. And caring for yourself begins here, in this instant, in this act of surrender. Close your eyes if you want, or soften your gaze. Feel the body's weight being sustained by the earth. Each point of contact transmits security. Each muscle now relaxed learns to trust. Learning to trust is the first step to letting yourself fall into deep sleep. Visualize now a path covered with dry leaves that crackle softly with each step. You walk unhurried with no defined objective. You just walk. Each step is accompanied by the sound of wind and trees, like an ancient song you always knew but never heard completely. Each step takes you closer to serenity, and as you walk, an internal voice whispers, "You can let go. You can rest. You don't need to carry the world now." These words are not just sounds, they are invitations. Invitations to allow the body and mind to disconnect from what is not essential. Let yourself fall into the dream. Nothing else is urgent. You find a small bridge over a stream. Water flows gently, reflecting moon and stars. Upon crossing the bridge, you feel the wood's vibration under your feet and realize how each contact with life can be light, serene, delicate. Nothing needs to be heavy. Nothing needs to be forced. Each step is welcomed. Each breath is a silent blessing. On the other side of the bridge, a field of wildflowers emerges. They move gently with the breeze as if dancing in your honor. Walking among them, you feel the perfume that fills the senses and calms the heart. The entire body absorbs this calm. Each cell quiets, each thought dissolves. You find a simple wooden bench in the field's center. Upon sitting, you realize time has ceased to exist. Everything is suspended. There's no past, no future, only this eternal moment of peace. The mind understands finally that there's no need to resist. The body understands there's no need to fight. The soul understands it is safe. Now imagine breathing becomes slower, deeper. Each inhalation brings a sensation of lightness. Each exhalation removes any trace of tension. Sleep approaches like a gentle wave, covering you completely. You feel each muscle sinking, each bone relaxing, each organ finding its natural cadence. The field, the stream, the bridge, the moon, and stars become part of you. All of this is within, reflecting the harmony that always existed, but which you now finally recognize. Let yourself go. Let yourself be carried. There's no hurry. There's no resistance. Only the gentleness of the moment, only the promise of rest, only the encounter with yourself. As you allow yourself to remain in this field of flowers, something within you begins to open. It's not something that can be forced, not something that needs explanation. It's simply the perception that peace exists, that calm is possible, that sleep is within your reach. Each breath deepens the sensation, each heartbeat confirms it. Visualize now an ancient tree imposing in the field's center. Its branches extend widely, offering shade and shelter. Upon approaching, you realize it's not just a tree, but a symbol of stability and protection. Upon touching its trunk, you feel the earth's energy passing through you, bringing strength and serenity. You lean against the tree, letting it sustain your body and mind. The wind passes gently, bringing with it the perfume of flowers, the distant sound of night birds, and the stream's freshness flowing not far away. Everything in this environment seems to conspire for you to surrender to rest. And as you observe each detail, you realize the mind finally slows down. It doesn't seek answers, doesn't make judgments. It just observes and lets itself be enveloped. Let yourself fall into the dream. Nothing else is urgent. You find a path of stones illuminated by small lanterns of warm light. Each step you take echoes softly, but there's no hurry. Each stone under your feet transmits security. Each little light ignites something within you. Confidence, calm, embrace. The journey is not to arrive anywhere. It's just the experience of walking with lightness, knowing each step brings you closer to total serenity. Along the way, you encounter a small lake. The water is transparent, reflecting the night sky and the trees surrounding it. Looking at the reflection, you don't see worries, fears, or anxieties. You see only a serene, complete, tranquil version of yourself. The reflection smiles, and you smile back, realizing rest has already begun even before lying down completely. You approach the shore and lie on the wet grass, feeling each leaf and each petal embrace your body. The sensation is of floating without moving away from earth, of being sustained by something greater. With each breath, the mind dissolves more, muscles relax more, the heart stabilizes more. Sleep approaches, but not as a necessity, but as a friend who comes to keep you company. Now let yourself imagine a gentle breeze that travels through each part of your body. It begins at the feet, slowly rises through the legs, envelopes the torso, embraces the arms, and finally travels through the head. Each cell surrenders to this sensation of warmth and freshness. Each thought dissolves like dust carried by wind. The body learns it no longer needs to carry anything. As sleep envelopes you, realize there are no barriers, no limits, no conflicts, only the absolute present, full of calm and serenity. Each muscle relaxes, each bone settles, each organ finds its natural rhythm. Breathing becomes almost silent, but deep and complete. Let the night's images mix with dreams beginning to emerge. They can be colors, sounds, sensations, or comforting memories. There's no need to understand them, just observe them with tenderness. Each image is a portal to rest, each sensation an invitation to regeneration. Let yourself go completely. There's nothing to conquer, nothing to control. Only sleep's gentle embrace that envelopes you now, transforming each moment into healing, each breath into renewal. As you rest at the lake's edge, the night's darkness is not fear, but embrace. It envelopes body and mind like a blanket of silence. The water reflects not only the sky, but your own serenity. Each gentle ripple is a reminder that time is suspended, that the external world can wait. Here only you exist, complete and whole, in perfect harmony with this moment. Let yourself fall into the dream. Nothing else is urgent. Imagine now the lake's shore opens to a secret grove. Trees form an arch like a natural cathedral, and you walk slowly through the corridor of shadows and lights filtered through foliage. Each step is light, each touch of feet on ground is welcomed by earth. The grove whispers ancient secrets. Here you are safe. Here you can rest. And the mind finally understands it doesn't need to fight, doesn't need to watch, can simply exist. You approach a clearing and perceive a gentle light in the center. It's a circle of smooth stones, warmed by moon, inviting repose. Upon lying in the center, you feel the earth's warmth and energy sustaining your body. Each stone, each moon ray, each shadow becomes part of an invisible but complete embrace. Breathing deepens. Each inhalation brings serenity. Each exhalation releases any remnant of tension. It's a natural, eternal rhythm the body has known since always, but which we often forget to hear. Now you listen attentively, allowing it to guide your entire being to deep rest. The surrounding grove remains silent, but you perceive subtle sounds. The rustling of leaves, a night bird's distant song, winds murmur. All these sounds compose a tranquil, harmonious symphony that cradles sleep effortlessly. Let each sensation become more intense. The body's gentle weight on soil, breeze caressing skin, moonlight's comforting warmth, calm spreading from head to feet. Each body cell absorbs this tranquility. Each thought dissolves in mind's silent space. Imagine that upon closing eyes, small sparks of light arise around you. They float, dance, and gently illuminate consciousness's internal space. Each spark represents a memory of peace, a moment of joy, a sensation of belonging. They spread through body, filling each muscle, each organ, each part of spirit with gentle, reparative energy. And as these internal lights multiply, you feel nothing more needs to be done. There are no obligations, no hurry, no pain. All that exists is this sacred moment where rest is permitted, where regeneration happens naturally. Now imagine a bridge of light emerging over the grove. You cross it effortlessly, feeling each step's gentleness. Each movement is accompanied by a sensation of freedom. Each breath deepens relaxation. It's a safe path, a portal to deep sleep, where mind can completely disconnect and body surrender to healing. Let yourself go completely. There's no resistance. There's no hurry. Only rest, serene flow, surrender to silence, fusion with peace that was always within you. Let yourself fall into the dream. Nothing else is urgent. You are now completely surrendered to the silence night offers. The grove, lake, field of flowers. Everything is part of a world existing within you, created to calm, nourish, and restore. Each detail serves a silent purpose, allowing body to release, mind to quiet, soul to breathe. Let yourself fall into the dream. Nothing else is urgent. Imagine now the ground beneath your body begins to radiate gentle, warm light. It slowly travels through each extremity, like invisible hands massaging and relaxing each muscle. Legs sink slightly into earth, arms rest, torso settles, head surrenders. Each cell receives the clear message. Now is time for repose. You realize any remaining tension dissolves. Daily life's worries transform into leaves carried by wind, disappearing beyond the horizon. Mind doesn't worry about seeking solutions, doesn't cling to memories or expectations. There's only the tranquil perception of being alive, whole, and safe in this moment. Visualize now a gentle stairway made of light and shadow, slowly descending toward a place of absolute repose. You traverse it step by step, feeling each step like a gentle embrace. Each step takes you deeper into sleep, closer to regeneration, nearer to rest that heals body and soul. The sky above transforms into a starry mantle, covering all space and transmitting serenity. Each star slowly shines, reminding you of infinite beauty existing in each silent moment. You feel connected to all this, part of a whole that cares for you while you sleep. Sleep is not just disconnecting, but merging with peace already existing within you. Each breath deepens the connection between body, mind, and spirit. Each heartbeat reinforces the sensation of security. Body feels light but sustained. Mind feels calm but present. Soul feels embraced but free. Let the day's last images dissolve. Let distant sounds become background music. Allow imaginary wind, water, earth, and moonlight to continue cradling you. Sleep comes naturally, like a tide gently enveloping beach, unhurried, without resistance. You now allow yourself to go deeper. Each cell regenerates, each thought quiets, each emotion finds its safe space. Body rests, mind calms, soul reconnects. It's a state of total surrender, total trust, complete peace. And as you surrender, you realize nothing else is urgent. The world can continue spinning, but it doesn't need you now. What matters is this eternal moment of rest, where everything is right, where everything is well. Let yourself fall into the dream. Nothing else is urgent. The night that envelopes you now is not just darkness. It's a gentle embrace, a silent invitation for every part of you to surrender to rest. The body, which has so often endured pressures and tensions, finds comfort. The mind, which has traveled tireless paths, finally quiets. The soul, which has so often sought answers, finds peace in simply existing. First, subscribe to the channel and tell me where you're listening from. Now, you need to allow yourself to set the phone aside and focus on you. This moment is exclusively yours. There's no hurry, no expectations, just the opportunity to reconnect with the serenity that has always been within you. Imagine yourself lying on a gentle hill, covered by soft grass. The sky above is deep, full of stars that twinkle slowly as if breathing along with you. Each star transmits calm. Each point of light reminds you that you belong to this universe, and this universe embraces you without judgment. Around you, gentle breezes pass, bringing aromas of flowers and moist earth. Each breath of wind touches your skin delicately, releasing any rigidity. The entire body settles, each muscle relaxes, each joint finds its natural place. It's a moment of total surrender, where there's nothing to do but simply exist. Visualize now a trail of stones illuminated by small lanterns. Each stone under your feet transmits firmness and security. You walk slowly, feeling each step as a gesture of self-care. The trail leads you to a serene lake, whose surface reflects the moon and surrounding trees. The reflection in the water is like a mirror of your own tranquility. You approach the lake and lie at its edge, feeling the firm earth beneath your body. Each breath becomes deeper, each exhalation lighter. The heart slows down, the mind finds space to silence, and the soul reconnects with what is essential. Upon closing your eyes, visualize small lights floating over the water. They represent calm thoughts, happy memories, serene desires. Each light shines gently and dissolves, taking with it any remaining tension. You observe effortlessly, just feeling the lightness growing within you. The body now feels a comfortable warmth, spreading from feet to head. Each cell absorbs this warmth as healing. Each breath deepens the relaxation even more. The mind no longer needs to work. It just floats, tranquil, surrendered to the silence that dominates the night. Let yourself go. The outside world can wait. Here in this instant, only you exist. Only rest exists, only peace exists. Allow sleep to approach without haste. It doesn't force, doesn't pressure. It just arrives gently, like a tide that envelopes the beach. And you, surrendered, accept its embrace. As you rest at the lake's edge, notice that every detail around you is an invitation to rest. The gentle sound of water, the rustling of leaves, and the delicate breeze work together to create a silent symphony that calms not just your ears, but every thought within you. Now imagine small lights emerging among the trees of the grove around the lake. They float slowly like fireflies dancing unhurriedly. Each light represents a feeling of well-being, calm, gratitude, self-love. As they approach you, you feel these feelings fill your entire body, from fingertips to the top of your head, dissolving any remnant of tension or anxiety. You breathe deeply, feeling fresh air filling your lungs and bringing a sensation of renewal. Upon exhaling, you release everything that no longer serves: worries, fears, old pains. Each exhalation is a gesture of relief, each inhalation a gesture of healing. Let your body settle even more. Shoulders release, arms relax beside the body, legs sink gently into the ground, and the head surrenders. Each muscle finds its natural position. Each bone adjusts in harmony. The entire body begins to feel the lightness of deep rest. Visualize now a path illuminated by moonlight, extending ahead. You walk slowly, feeling the firm and secure ground under your feet. Each step takes you deeper into your own space of peace. There's no hurry, no destination to reach. Just the pleasure of walking, of being present, of allowing yourself to feel each instant. As you walk, the air around you seems lighter, purer. It brings a sensation of freedom, relief, absolute security. The mind, which before might have been restless, now observes without clinging. Thoughts come and go like passing clouds, and you just observe them effortlessly without judgment. You arrive at a clearing in the grove, illuminated by gentle moon rays. In the center, there's a smooth stone, perfect for resting. Upon lying on it, you feel the earth's energy rising through your body, transmitting warmth, protection, and tranquility. Each cell absorbs this energy. Each breath deepens the relaxation even more. The lake, the grove, and moonlight become an extension of you. You're not separate from this space. It's part of you just as you're part of it. Each breath is a link between body, mind, and soul. Each heartbeat reinforces the sensation of connection and security. Now allow gentle and pleasant images to arise in your mind. They can be colors, forms, sensations, memories of happy moments, or just sensations of deep peace. Don't try to control them. Just let them fill the interior space as if each one were a balm that heals and calms. Let yourself go completely. There's no resistance. There's no need to understand. Just allow sleep and tranquility to spread throughout your entire being. While you remain lying in the clearing, notice how the night around doesn't just observe, but protects. Each star in the sky seems to twinkle slowly, transmitting a sensation of silent care. The external world can wait. Here in this instant, only you exist, whole, safe, present. Imagine a gentle wind traveling through your body, starting at the feet and slowly rising to the head. It brings with it calm and serenity, dissolving any remaining tension. Each breath becomes deeper, slower, more complete. Each exhalation takes away the last remnants of anxiety, worry, or fatigue. The body learns it no longer needs to fight, no longer needs to control. It can simply surrender. Visualize now a wooden bridge over a crystalline stream. The bridge is solid but light, and the water running below reflects the moonlight serenely. You cross slowly, feeling each step as a gesture of trust. Each movement brings you closer to deep repose. Each step is a reminder that surrender is safe. Upon crossing the bridge, a silent garden emerges, full of flowers that shine gently under moonlight. They exhale delicate aromas, capable of calming the heart and bringing lightness to the body. You walk among them, feeling the touch of each petal like an embrace. Each flower represents a moment of peace, a sensation of well-being, an instant of self-love. Lie down now on the garden grass. The soil is soft and welcoming. The breeze touches your skin. The perfume of flowers envelopes your body, and moonlight illuminates you gently. Each body cell receives this serenity. Each thought dissolves. Each emotion settles. While you rest, notice that the mind no longer needs to search, no longer needs to plan. It just observes, floats, surrenders. Thoughts come and go like passing clouds, weightless, without urgency. The body continues to release. Breathing becomes rhythmic, natural. The soul finds space to breathe, to rest, to reconnect with what is essential. Now visualize small lights emerging gently around you. They dance slowly, bringing memories of security, moments of love, sensations of well-being. Each light enters you like a warm breeze, spreading throughout the body and filling every empty space with serenity. You feel there's nothing more to fear. The night, the garden, the moon, the flowers, the stars. Everything is an invitation to complete surrender, to deep rest, to regenerative sleep. Let every sound, every aroma, every sensation become part of your rest. Let the universe's energy embrace each cell, each muscle, each thought. Feel harmony settling in. Feel healing happening silently and naturally. Let yourself go totally. There's no hurry, no resistance, no need for control. Only the gentleness of rest, surrender to silence, fusion with the peace that already exists within you. While you rest in the moon-illuminated garden, you realize the external world has become distant, almost irrelevant. What matters now is this silent instant, this moment of connection with yourself. Each breath deepens the sensation of security. Each heartbeat transmits peace. Imagine small stars descending from the sky and settling gently upon you. Each star represents care, a touch of serenity, a reminder that you are loved and protected. They spread across your body, illuminating from within, bringing comfort and lightness. The entire body feels this energy. Each cell absorbs calm. Each thought dissolves in silence. You allow yourself to sink even deeper into this state of tranquility. Shoulders release, arms rest naturally, legs relax, and the head surrenders to deep rest. Each part of the body understands there's no hurry, no pressure, nothing needs to be forced. Now visualize a path of gentle light extending before you. There's no beginning or end, just a continuous flow of serenity conducting you deeper into sleep. Each step you imagine taking is accompanied by relaxation, sensation of lightness, total surrender. The garden around you remains serene. The wind, the perfume of flowers, the moon's brightness, and the distant song of nocturnal animals create a silent symphony that cradles body, mind, and soul. Everything harmonizes, everything contributes to rest, everything invites total surrender. Let each remaining thought dissolve. They have no place here. Each worry, each tension, each expectation is carried away by wind and disappears on the horizon. The remaining space is entirely yours, filled with peace, serenity, and deep well-being. Imagine now that you find a secret lake within the garden. The water is clear, reflecting moonlight and stars. You lie at the shore, feeling the grass's freshness and the earth's comforting energy. Each breath deepens the sensation of surrender. Each heartbeat reinforces the sensation of security. As you lie down, visualize that the universe itself seems to breathe along with you. Each star, each tree, each water ripple aligns with your rhythm, creating a space of complete harmony. Sleep approaches not as something that needs to be sought, but as a friend who comes to accompany you, silent, gentle, inevitable. You surrender totally. There are no barriers, no fear, no hurry. Just the night, the garden, the lake, moonlight, and you surrendered to all of this. Each body cell, each mind thought, each heart pulse integrates into this moment of infinite peace. The night now envelopes you like an infinite embrace. Each breath is deeper, slower, more complete. Each muscle, each joint, each cell surrenders to the silence and peace expanding around. The entire body learns again the meaning of repose. Before, remember, this instant is exclusively yours. Everything that happened today, all worries, all obligations can wait. The urgency the world insists on creating doesn't exist here. Here only you exist, whole, safe, and serene. Imagine yourself walking through an infinite field of flowers illuminated by the moon. Each petal carries the gentleness of a tender touch. Each aroma reaching you is a memory of what is essential: peace, well-being, self-love. You breathe deeply, absorbing all of this, and feel your body lighter with each instant. The field extends beyond the horizon, without barriers, without limits. You walk slowly, feeling the soil welcome each step. Each movement is an invitation to surrender. Each inhalation deepens the sensation of calm. Each exhalation removes what no longer serves. Now visualize a small wooden bridge ahead, over a stream of tranquil waters. You cross without hurry, feeling the wood's firmness under your feet and the water's freshness reflecting moonlight. The bridge leads nowhere but serenity itself. It's a symbol of transition, from fatigue to rest, from tension to lightness, from wakefulness to dream. Let every sound around, every aroma, every sensation become part of your surrender. The wind, the flowers, the moon's gentle light, the rustling of trees. Everything works in harmony to guide you to a profound state of rest. Upon crossing the bridge, you arrive at a secret garden, illuminated by delicate light. Flowers shine gently as if made of peace. Each represents a positive feeling: serenity, gratitude, love, freedom. You lie among them, feeling the soil's softness and the perfume enveloping your entire body. Each breath deepens relaxation. Each heartbeat reinforces the sensation of security. Sleep approaches naturally, silently, inevitably. It demands no effort, doesn't pressure, just envelopes. You surrender totally, realizing everything you need is within you. Rest, healing, peace, well-being. While you rest among the garden flowers, notice how every detail around contributes to your rest. The gentle breeze touches your skin, flower perfume fills the air, moonlight gently illuminates each space. Everything around works in harmony with you, guiding body, mind, and soul to a profound state of serenity. Now imagine small lights floating around, delicate and serene. They represent each sensation of peace, each comforting memory, each gesture of affection you've ever received. As these lights spread, you feel your mind quieting, muscles releasing, heart stabilizing. Each body cell absorbs this energy, filling each space with calm and well-being. You breathe deeply, feeling air travel through your entire body. Each inhalation brings serenity. Each exhalation takes away tensions and worries. It's a natural of gentle light extending ahead. You walk along it slowly, feeling each step as a gesture of surrender. The path has no end, but there's no hurry. Each step takes you deeper into sleep. Each movement deepens the sensation of lightness. Each breath reinforces harmony within you. Let each thought dissolve. If any persist, observe it like a passing cloud, without attachment, without effort, and let it go. The mind now knows the value of rest, silence, the present moment. The body understands it can relax totally, and the soul feels safe, embraced, complete. As you continue your journey through the imaginary garden, the scenery changes gently. The nearby lake reflects the moon's brightness, and you lie at its edge. The calm water transmits freshness and serenity. Each ripple touching the shore is a reminder that life flows naturally, that everything renews, and that now is your moment to renew as well. While resting at the lake's edge, small waves of energy travel through your body. They bring healing and lightness, dissolving any remaining tension. Each muscle relaxes even more, each joint settles, each organ finds its natural rhythm. Sleep approaches tranquilly, like a silent friend who arrives without hurry and with tenderness. You surrender completely. There's nothing more to control, nothing to watch, nothing to fear. Deep rest now envelopes you, body, mind, and soul, guiding you to a state of complete renewal. While you rest at the lake's edge, feel how night envelopes you completely. Each breath is an invitation to deepen rest. Each heartbeat is a reminder that you're safe, protected, and everything that happened during the day can rest along with you. Imagine now that you rise gently and walk along a trail illuminated by the moon's soft light. The trail is surrounded by trees whose leaves move slowly in the wind, emitting a gentle whisper as if saying, "Everything is fine. You are safe. You can rest." Each step you take is accompanied by a sensation of lightness. Each movement brings you closer to deep repose. As you walk, you feel the grass's softness under your feet, the air's freshness filling your lungs, the earth's energy sustaining every part of your body. The mind observes, tranquil, like a silent witness without clinging to any thought. The soul feels free, embraced, complete. You arrive at a small grove within the path, where moonlight filters through trees, creating patterns of shadow and brightness on the ground. There's a soft stone bench, inviting. Upon sitting, you feel a sensation of deep comfort, as if being cradled by nature itself. Wind caresses your face, and flower perfume invades every sense, filling your entire body with serenity. Now visualize small sparks of light emerging around you. They represent memories of happy moments, sensations of peace, small victories of the day, and everything that brings well-being. These lights float gently, enveloping you in a silent, warm embrace. Each light enters you, spreading tranquility through your body, clarity through your mind, and harmony through your soul. As sleep approaches, realize there's no need to fight. It doesn't need to be sought, doesn't need to be called. It just arrives gently and envelopes you with security. Each muscle relaxes, each thought dissolves, each heartbeat harmonizes with life's natural rhythm. Visualize now the night sky reflected on the lake's surface. Each star seems to communicate peace. Each light reflection transmits serenity. You lie again at the shore, feeling the grass's freshness and the comforting warmth of your body surrendered to rest. Sleep now envelopes everything, flowing smoothly, healing, restoring, filling you with harmony and deep well-being. Each breath takes you deeper, each exhalation makes you lighter. The body rests, the mind silences, the soul finds space to dream. And as you surrender completely, you realize there's nothing more to do, nothing more to control, nothing more urgent. Let yourself go. Just be. Just feel. Just rest. While you rest at the lake's edge, realize everything is in perfect harmony. Wind, water, moonlight, stars. Each detail is a silent reminder that you're safe, whole, complete. The body settles, the mind silences, the soul connects with its own essence. Imagine now the lake becomes a perfect mirror, reflecting not just the sky, but also your own inner peace. Each gentle ripple in the water takes away any remnant of tension or worry. You realize nothing needs to be resolved now. Everything can wait. Only the present matters, and the present is rest. While resting, visualize gentle lights emerging around you. They represent memories of serenity, feelings of gratitude, sensations of well-being. Each light enters you, filling each cell, each muscle, each thought with harmony and calm. Energy spreads through your body, warming and calming, allowing sleep to envelop you completely. Now realize that sleep is not just disconnecting. It's a deep dive into body and mind healing, soul regeneration. Each breath becomes a gesture of care, each heartbeat a reminder that you're safe and protected. The body heals while resting, the mind organizes while silencing, the soul renews while dreaming. You allow yourself to float in this state of surrender. There's no hurry, no resistance, no worry. Each sensation, each image, each sound that arises is just an invitation to serenity. The field, the grove, the lake, moonlight, everything merges into a continuous embrace enveloping every part of you. Let yourself go completely. Feel total surrender. Each breath deepens the sensation of peace. Each heartbeat reinforces inner harmony. You realize you're in a place where there are no demands, no hurry, where nothing is urgent. All that matters is this moment of absolute rest. The body now feels light but sustained. The mind is silent but alert in its own rhythm. The soul is full but free to dream. You float between repose and dream, surrendered to the complete experience of regeneration. Allow this sensation to accompany you as you fall completely asleep. Rest is deep, continuous healing. Each cell absorbs peace. Each thought dissolves in serenity. Each emotion finds its safe place. The universe around observes in silence while you surrender to the night, to sleep, to healing. And finally, in total surrender, you sleep. Deep, tranquil, serene. Nothing else is urgent. Everything is well. You are complete.